chance they even made one until September. This car was made the third week of August 1969. And the guy supposedly, well, the kid found out about it. He saw a picture on Facebook or something when I won the show at Springfield last year, and he called and said, I think you got my dad's car. And he said, my dad worked for Richard Petty, but anyways, where were you from? He said, Southern Tennessee. I said, that's where we found the car. So anyways.
This is mint condition.
Yeah, it's been taken completely apart, put back together.
Look at the interior.
Yeah, and it's a original 4-speed car. It's got an automatic in it right now. That's the way it gets switched out. But I got a part with it, and that's the way it goes. I've got a 64 over there. I had 3 of those. I had the El Camino too, and I had 3 of those 48s. And I had a 50, 66 convertible, 69. It's all gone.
And clear coat. And the first thing I look for on these old cars, guys, Michael Bosick here with 217dent.com. I just showed you his Greg's Chevelle. We did some dents here on this 2012 GMC Sierra. And Greg, what do you think?
It's absolutely perfect. I can't tell a thing. It just amazes me, the work that was already done, and somebody had already tried to repair this and did a terrible job, and I didn't think it was able to be repaired after that. And it's perfect. You can't tell it. You know, if you didn't know where to look, you would never find it. So I'm just overwhelmed with happiness to have a vehicle that don't have any dents in it. You know, it just makes you feel good. You know, it increased the value of my vehicle, and it made it look brand new. And thanks for Michael. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
All right, Greg.
It's perfect, you know.
Thank you. Now, tell me about your Chevelle.
Well,
because I shot some video of it when I got here, and I'm going to put it here on this video also.
Right. Well, about a year and a half to 2 years ago, I guess, we were looking to find a Chevelle for my son, and we drove, because he had one and we'd had to sell it because I had medical issues, and I told him I'd get him one back. And we looked and looked from Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan, all the way down to Tennessee, Louisville, Kentucky, Cleveland, Ohio, Lexington. It was just all over. About 3,000 miles we drove looking for vehicles, and none of them were really very good. And we just happened onto a vehicle. My buddy of mine actually located it in southern Tennessee. And we went to look at it, and it was a 70 Chevelle SS, big block. And it had 15,000 miles on it. And we picked the car up, and a buddy of mine did the restoration on it, him and his brother, for about a year. Took the car completely apart and put it back original the way it was. It's a cranberry red, white stripes, white interior. And not knowing that the serial number was a super low serial number, none of us even thought about it at the time. And after doing the research, we found out that there was only one 70 Chevelle produced in August of 1969 in Kansas City, and none of the other plants even produced one until September. So we evidently have the first one that was produced in 1969. This car was made the third week of August of 1969. We've got about 1,200 miles on it now. We won first place everywhere we've taken the car, which Main one was at Secretary of State show in Springfield, Illinois. We won top honors there, won the silver platter, and the professional judges that judged the car said it was one of the nicest ones they've ever seen. And it take a lot of pride in the car, but I think we've got a very special car and we didn't even know what we had. So the original owner supposedly worked for Richard Petty, and his son contacted me after seeing pictures on Facebook and talked about his father and that he did work for Richard Petty, and he has pictures of his mother playing cards with Richard Petty's mother, and as he was a little child off to the side there. And his father supposedly painted the stripes silver, which we found, and because he didn't like the white stripes, I guess. But the car supposedly went to the racetrack and they raced it and ended up, I don't know if they threw a rod or what, burn a piston, but it had to have a factory replacement block put in it, which was also produced in 1970. It's an LS5 454, and from the numbers on it, it is a Kansas motor as well. So I guess back then you took the car into a Chevy dealer and the dealer switched it out and used your head and intakes and everything and just switched them over onto that new block. And the block on this car is number 990. So, and another thing about this is I'm trying to get some pictures, and hopefully I can contact Richard Petty too. I want to verify this the best I can. But the car is numbered 100673, and the reason being, with the research we've done, is they started producing the 1st of August the 1970 Monte Carlo, which was the first year for that car, and somebody was able to pull some strings to get the first 70 Chevelle made, which ours was produced the 3rd week of August of 1969. But the reason it's number 673 from the research we found is that the numbers went in sequence. So they started making Monte Carlos, and evidently they made 672 of them before they made this car. And on the paperwork, which I have, it only shows that Kansas City did produce just one car in August of '69, and none of the other plants started making them until September.